Greetings all and welcome back to Globbits gaming channel. It's 1:50 in the morning and I should be in bed. I'm going to Sheffield Uni tomorrow. It's Halloween today, it's Saturday. Well, no, actually no, it's Sunday now. It's Sunday the 1st of November. And I thought I'd seen it all. I honestly did. I honestly thought I'd seen it all. This isn't about these two. What we've got here is Maximat and G-Monkey from the Globbs clan. This was posted on our Facebook page as a I can't believe what's just happened kind of replay. They're both driving Skoda T-40s. Don't know a lot about the tank, but from what I can see here, it's a pretty good looking tank. Pretty sexy looking vehicle. Not really sure about the armour. The gun's really good. It seems to have like a 4 or 5 second reload with a, I think it's 200 and something alpha damage. Just let me check the pen and stats down here. 220 damage, 130 penetration on the standard shells, and 200 penetration on the heat shells. 130 is not fantastic for tier 6, but it'll do. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know the stats on the tank. I haven't looked it up at all. Literally just logged in, seen this in my inbox, and basically decided that I have to make a video on it. Now, Max and G-Monkey here actually do a really good job of actually double teaming the hill. There's a lot of tanks up here and they're basically holding them off on their own with the help of a Covenanter. Take a nice shot into that SU. Unfortunately just clipped aside. G-Monkey's in full retreat right now. It really is not a good place to go down there if you're in this kind of situation. Accuracy looks really, really good. I'm going to have to check this tank out and probably do maybe a bit of a review on it once I've bought it. I think I'm going to buy this tank. It looks like a really handy tier 6 medium. Unfortunately, that's the end of G-Monkey right there. And Maximat's taken an absolute pounding. It's only got 700 health, this tank. And he's on 142 health. Loading all the gold and fighting a retreat. And thankfully now he uses his teammates as meat shields, where this little Panzer IV is showing a bit of map awareness. By the looks of things, they are actually platooned together. They do respond really, really well and help out Max. Both carrying derp guns, so they're not really going to do hellish amounts of damage to these guys, but they are soaking up damage for Max. Didn't like that right-click aim there, the old auto aim. I would have preferred a bit of a... Oh, I'm firing heat into tracks. Oh, never mind. This isn't about Max, this game, okay? Seriously, guys, I'm not critiquing his play there. He's in the heat of the moment, okay? And tempers flare, adrenaline gets pumping, and you just don't do what you're supposed to do. I've been there. But 250 alpha damage for a tier 6 medium tank is pretty meaty. I'm assuming this has got no armour whatsoever. Seems to have reasonably good mobility, and it looks like it's a kind of caliber gunner we got here. An 88mm. Okay. Okay, this looks like a really, really good tank. I think we're going to take out this SU-100. A bit of a bop, bonk. Yeah, I love doing that trick. That's a really good trick to pull off if you can do it. But let's have a bit of a look-see behind us. We've got an OI behind us. The Panzer IVs have done an absolute sterling job behind us. But unfortunately, we just exposed a little bit too much of our tank right there. Now, Max normally watches the end of the replays. I'm really glad in the sense that he actually does, because this is when the replay becomes surreal. Okay, it's 3 tanks left. There is a, let's just have a look. There's an Excelsior, an ELC, and a VK3001. The ELC, credit where credit's due, little derp skate. Oh, and here's the star of the show, by the way. This guy in the VK3601H, Norbert. Yeah, in fact, I should have hid the names really, but I'm going to leave the names up because this kind of thing, it just beggars belief sometimes. Now this guy, he's evidently new. Okay, he is evidently new. His stats, 2K games, 48%, I think that's 48 WN8, I think it is, and 45% win ratio. He's carrying the derp gun. He is blatantly stock. He's got the stock turret and the derp gun fitted to his VK. But let's switch back to the ELC. Now this is the ELC AMX, the infamous derp skate. Look at the OI right there. Okay, that OI right there, okay, is the reason for this video, along with the VK. Okay, so we've switched back to, I can't control this unfortunately, Max switched back to himself. But the ELC takes a hit from the T28 and then just proceeds to absolutely troll the hell out of this T28. Now the T28 is a very tall tank. and it hasn't got great gun depression. This is hilarious. Now, he donks his shot backwards, it doesn't have any gun depression over the back deck of the tank, and now the ELC, we're both tracked, we're just going to sit here and wait to reload. Slightly high roll there, I think it's 240 alpha on the ELC's cannon, but the T-28 can't actually shoot down. So he's now trying to ram him to death, but we are reloading, which is all good. And we take out the T-28, so all we've got is a KV-85. KV-85, however, is on full health. Bit of a mission for a derpscape. But we have this VK, I hear you cry. Oh no, we don't. We really, really don't. Now, the guy in the ELC, TBC72, is playing an absolute blinding game so far. He does make a classic mistake, though, later on. But in this particular setting, he's scouting out the KV-85. The 3601H is still sat behind the train tracks, and we spot the KV-85. Now, he's making a beeline straight for the cap, because at this kind of situation in the game, what are you going to do? Well, you would sit in the cap, right, and wait for draw the KV-85 to you. That wouldn't be a bad plan at all, really. What the ELC's doing now, I really don't know. The VK's just driven into the cap circle, for reasons only known to himself. He's sideways on to the enemy tank, not showing his strongest armour, but thankfully the KV-85 can't shoot for toffee. And the VK's got a derp gun, so we all know what that howitzer's like. I think it's got like 0.5 accuracy, something stupid. But the ELC's getting out of range. Okay, he's put a nice little 250 metres, 300 metres between him and the KV-85. Here's a light tank, but the KV-85's zeroing in on the VK. Now, we have to take into account they probably don't have XVM, these two. This KV-85 isn't the greatest player ever either. Okay, he's also on like less than 2k games. Let's switch back to the VK then. I'm not doing this, obviously Max is doing this, and this is the Duel of the Titans. This is how I know the VK's stock. Okay, and the KV-85 is not very... Oh, we managed to set him on fire! And that was a penetrating hit in the side armour as well, which is really, really good. KV-85 not using the turret and the track traverse at the same time there. We managed to bounce a shell. He's firing armour piercing there, the VK. And the KV-85 takes out the VK's gun. You couldn't write this crap. And then ELC takes out the VK. Sorry, the VK, the KV-85. Now, what they should both do now, knowing what they know about the OI, they should just sit in the cap circle. And this is where the ELC makes his classic error. He goes negative. Cap, the OI is stuck, says G-Monkey. Okay, and the ELC wants the kill. This is where they basically make a catastrophic error. Okay, well, the ELC does anyway, and I'd like to have cut back to the ELC. What he's basically going to do, he's going to go up and speak to the OI and have a little chat with him, shall we say. And unfortunately, this is only going to speed the replay up slightly. Watch the ELC go, and there's the OI. Okay, the OI, as you can see, and the TBC even laughs at him, says, hehehe, you're stuck. Okay, if I was the VK right now, as you can see from the chat, guys, I was going to try and minimise the chat if I could, but yeah, Max has a sense of humour failure in this match in chat, so that if any kids watching, please don't read what's in chat. And he switches back to the ELC. Now, what the ELC wants to do is get behind the OI and shoot him in the arse, which is not a bad plan. Decides, can he do it? Can he do it? I think he can. He's got a decent enough angle. And even the OI is saying, please, put me out of my misery, just ram me. Well, that wouldn't be a good idea, because the ELC will just bounce off you, bro. Maybe even land on top of him, that would be useful. If you land on top of him, it also kills him. But, okay, let's try and angle the gun down. Inch forward, inch forward. Notice how the OI's got his turret, though. He's looking at him at the corner of his screen just to see what he's going to do. Or, can we get the gun down? I'm not sure. OI is trying to move, trying to rotate himself. By the looks of things, ELC's going to go over to the brink, and almost. And he donks the shot. Okay. OI seems to have the gun elevation, traverses the turret. See ya. Okay. The OI is stuck. He cannot possibly get out of that situation. I've had Tog stuck in that position. There's no way to get out of there whatsoever. So we switch back to the VK. I don't know what the VK is doing right now. Look at the minimap. What is he doing? What is he doing? He's got the stock gun. He's got the dirt gun. There he is in the distance. He's making his way down. I'm just going to speed the replay up to ×2. He pops out. Where's he going? As you can see from the chat now, G-Monkey's actually saying he's got the stock gun, he won't pen. If he fires HE, he can actually kill him. However, telling him to spam in the map to go pen, and then he has a change of heart. I just wish we'd switch back to the VK right now and played some sort of herpaderp music. One thing to notice, guys, I've timed it up by ×4. Look at the timer. It takes around 1 minute and 45 seconds to cap in a single tank on an encounter. In fact, no, it takes longer than that. It takes nearly 3 minutes to cap, doesn't it? He's basically gone and lost the game. He can't possibly cap. And here he goes. This is how we know he's got the stock VK. Look how slow he's going. He's doing 14 kilometers an hour. I don't even think he's stock. I think he's beyond stock. And he hits the building. And look at the timer. He just sits there. My commiserations to all in this game. I really don't know what to say. I hope this gets featured in another popular series. I think it's by a certain famous YouTuber, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. I hope it does, but I've made my solemn effort and I'm lost for words right now. Even the OI is making fun of it, look. I'm getting really bored. I'm sat here, because now, according to the World of Tanks latest patches, he can't quit. If he quits, he basically gets a warning. So he's got to sit here and wait for this idiot to basically not cap. Okay. And finally now, look at Maxim out there. You're getting bored, I'm pulling my hair out. And he sits in the cap. And then, of course, the timer ticks down. It's a bit late. He can't cap. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and even the ELC's begging the OI to kill himself, but he can't do it. And that's that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. That was almost a certain defeat. Was it the VK's fault, though? I don't think it was. I think it was the ELC's fault as much as the VK. Okay, the VK is a new player. Okay, he's not the greatest. Just look at the post-game stats. Maximat did a butt ton of damage, 2,320 damage and 3 kills. The ELC, dude, if you just sat in the cap, you would have won. Unbelievable. I'm lost for words. Fired a hell of a lot of heat ammo in that game, though. Jesus Christ, you can't run this tank at a profit when you're firing gold ammo. But even then, he did make profit. But wow, I'm going to bed, guys. What do you think? Leave your comments below, guys. Take care, and I'll catch you next time. Why do I bother? Laters. Bye now.